The day is upon us.
It's here.
Welcome back to the Sentai Review, and today we're riding motorcycles.
Kamen Rider is here.
It is finally here. You kept asking, and when you were done asking, you started asking. So, we finally did it. This is going to cover 1971 to 73.
Yeah, the first series, which has 2 Kamen Riders, so.
But as usual, before we jump into this, it's time to talk about that website. Hey guys, I know you're about to get your podcast on, so I'll be quick. If at any time you feel like dropping your own opinion into what we're talking about, head on over to fandomnight.com, and all of the contact information for every single one of our shows, including the one you're about to watch, is there. Alright guys, I'll leave you alone. Okay, so
we've revved up the website.
Oh man, it's Takeshi Kamen Rider 1.
Yeah, it's his last, the character's last name, but it is the first Kamen Rider. Along with the actor, well, we'll see.
There it is. That's the first image to boot the show.
He's a bug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were all kind of...
Yeah, they kind of bugs, so...
If you remember right, in Season 3 of Power Rangers, that was the first introduction we had of one of these.
Yeah.
They go to save his planet.
I think that might have been along the 6th or 5th series of Kamen Rider that was transferred over.
Right.
Yeah.
And became Masked Rider, but...
Which I don't think that goes over too well here in America.
No,
it really is the niche fan base that likes Super Sentai stuff. People that enjoy the Henshin series are into this.
So yeah, this is the Kamen Rider on his bike.
Next. Check him out.
Posing.
Jean Bug!
He doesn't have his other person to fuse with.
Not yet.
True.
Give it a minute.
Sorry, I had to yell bug.
But yeah, he's,
Oh my god, this is where the fusion dance came from.
His belt is wild.
It is.
he's also got the thing around his neck.
This is the era of the scarfs.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're still rocking the scarfs.
It's because it's the 70s. Everybody's got an ascot or a scarf or
Ascot,
whatever.
Hey, scarves are cool, damn it.
Next.
Sometimes.
Another angle of him on his motorcycle,
See,
which
that-
looks a bit better.
The helmet looks pretty cool now.
That looks-
from the side.
It's one of those pictures that looks like it's been photoshopped. You know what I mean?
I'm kind of digging this, though,
Kind of.
with him on the bike.
that
But that's a
bike
big
is
part.
sweet
That's
looking.
a big part of what this was. They were riders.
Yeah.
That bike is sweet, though. I mean,
Well, I could make the bike less sweet for you, but I mean, I'll be kind.
Oh no, do it,
Well, I was going to say the bike kind of looks like a motorcycle version of the Mach 5.
dude.
He
That
should
makes
have
it even
buttons.
cooler,
Dude, that is
Do you
pretty
not
sweet.
like Speed Racer?
That's wild.
I'm not a fan of Speed Racer, no.
oh,
dude. I fucking used to
Oh,
watch
Don't
that
get me
show
wrong. I
religiously.
enjoyed the fact of, you had the steering wheel with the buttons that did shit.
It was awesome.
But sadly, at the same time, around the time I
Not the
discovered that,
movie.
okay, by the time I discovered Speed Racer, it was when Boomerang was on. So they'd be like, "Here's Wacky Racers, and here's Speed Racer, followed by more Wacky Racers," and I'm like, I don't know, just
Boomerang.
no.
It took
cool.
you till Boomerang.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. Although to
I
be
like how
fair,
you're
I
surprised
was also,
by that. That was before his time.
Yeah,
yeah,
It
Speed
was
Racer.
before your time.
Speed
it was
Racer's
before all of
70s.
our time.
Yeah, but you got to be introduced to something like that. That's like saying you've never watched Kamen Rider. It was 1971.
Now,
I was
Yeah.
born in '88.
now for me, Speed Racer, I saw like these old VHS tapes that had Speed Racer and like some other cartoon.
I was
know.
introduced from MTV. 3 a.m, Speed Racer.
Yeah, that's
Dude.
another reason why.
Random
Most
time.
people of our generation were MTV kids.
Yep.
Random.
Not me.
It was random for me.
I literally didn't stop watching like
What's the
fucking
channels?
like Fox Kids and shit until I was like almost into
But
my teens.
now
For,
that you
for
did-
the Kamen Rider, I was introduced by this fan base. They're the ones that kept talking about it, so I had to go see what the hell it was.
you want to know
For
something?
the most part, it follows a lot of the same traditional aspects as Power Rangers.
Heroes defeating evil bad guys,
And
on motorcycles.
yes.
but on motorcycles.
That's awesome.
Next.
So, getting a better picture of his helmet, it's...
Somewhat. I mean,
I don't have
If
a
I'm not mistaken, as I've watched through a lot of different... I've seen through a lot of the different writers kind of going ahead. They're bugs.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
that
that's
seems to be a very common theme for the entire
Common
series. It's a common theme.
Does anybody know what Kaiman means in Japanese?
Actually, no. No, I did not. I did not bother to
People are
look up
looking it up.
any.
It'd be funny if it
tidbits.
actually meant bug.
That would be neat, actually. Yeah, figure that out.
I'm
And while
just
you're
saying-
at it, make sure we're saying it right.
Yeah, make sure. I don't want to say. I don't.
it's either
Kaiman, Kaiman.
Well, we'll know soon. He's looking it up right now.
Google Translate.
Because I think it's
Google
been,
Translator.
I think it's been
Kaman
pronounced-
means bite you, by the way.
Okay, common.
Kamen Rider.
So we've had that right at
Yes.
least.
What'd you say it means?
Bite you. Or at least that's what Google Translate tells me.
No, it's saying disguise.
Disguise.
Okay, disguised rider. That makes a lot of
Bite me
sense.
disguised?
Yeah.
Makes
Well,
a lot
that's
of sense.
fine. That's fine. The bug. It doesn't matter. It's a disguise. It could be a bug. It doesn't. It could have been anything.
Right. But I think if I remember right, looking through so far, traditionally I've seen an awful lot of bugs. Next.
It also means
Oh, this is straight up awesome.
Bill. It also means mask.
Is that a?
Which is why I called it Mask
Is that
Rider.
a? Is that a? Is
Again,
that
I
it's
don't
a-
really
is that a
update
Mega
shit
Buster?
anyway, so whatever.
Do what?
a Mega Buster? His right arm. It was like a cannon. No, that's his belt. The way the picture looked from the zoomed out, it looked like he had a freaking Mega Buster.
No.
That would
He
be
is
no.
he is infused with technology from this picture here, though.
Oh, that's right.
He
you can
was
tell there's something
experimented
wrong. Spelled that
on,
shit
so...
wrong.
So he's part cyborg.
He's part bug board.
Oh, he's like enforced. He's like cybernetic.
Dude, that's.
I've
awesome.
yet to actually sit down and watch like full episodes and runs. I went on YouTube and I checked out some action scenes and shit
I
to
actually-
kind of get a feel for what
How's
this
the
was
action?
like.
Hold on, because now that you pointed
It's
that
pretty
out,
cool.
I did
Like
spell it
I saw
wrong.
some of the newer shit,
Okay.
and I saw the previews for the newest thing coming out, and it looks kind of wild.
So this. So
The weird thing is...
it's
when
still
you-
going on.
When you mention...
Yeah.
When we mentioned bug, some of the stuff from Kamen Rider was used for Big Bad Beetleborgs.
Yes, I believe that's true.
And some of that stuff was also carried over in Forever Red.
And actually, hold on. Since I did spell it wrong, we are saying it incorrectly. It's
Kamen?
Kamen.
Yeah, Kamen.
Kamen Rider.
Well, that's fun. That's awesome.
So, yes.
I like to be. If we
Kamen.
can do it right,
Kamen.
I'd like to do it right. Dude, I'm really
Which
digging
again,
this picture.
I would have been right the first time, but instead I hit A instead of E because my derpy ass.
I straight up
thumbs.
dig this image, dude.
I think it's interesting to see what.
Yeah, I almost wish like this. I would photo that page, and then I would hit the translate because that's awesome, dude.
I don't know. I didn't know anything about these guys. Like I didn't know anything like this dude's being like part cybernetic, or them being from a different planet, or whatever.
No.
When
No, they
when
are-
that Masked
they are
Rider showed up,
from
he
here.
was from...
Right, but no,
Yes,
No.
but no.
no, that's a load of bullshit.
So-
the actual Kamen Rider, right
Was
here, he's an Earth-based
He
hero.
was just experimented on, that's it.
So basically, he's like the $1 billion man,
Actually, yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah.
but instead of keeping him humanoid, they're like, by the way, because we are altering you to make you harder, better, faster, stronger, we're going to probably be fucking with your outsides pretty bad to the point that you're scarred up. So here, wear this.
No.
He was still a normal dude.
Yeah, he's a normal dude. He henshin.
Yeah.
It's
He
exactly
literally
like
is
our
the
Rangers.
$1 billion man. He's
Yeah.
a normal dude. They
He-
just
he
gave him
follows-
robotics.
He's one of the things that helped start the henshin legacy.
I assume
Yeah.
that from what I've seen, I just assumed that they were, two
He would
guys
have
on a
some sort of-
motorcycle
he would have
fighting
some sort of-
crime.
Each one has some sort of call phrase or some sort of device that turns them into
It
a
seems
rider.
like this.
Yeah.
This seems like an interesting show to watch.
Next.
The bike, man.
Dude, I'm really digging the way he looks. Yeah, that's him right there.
Kind of, there's a better view later on, so...
Wait. Scroll back in a little bit. Go up. That looks like that dude who defends the Sega Saturn.
No, it's not.
Segeda.
Actually,
Segeda.
yeah.
It is Segeda?
Yeah.
No way.
The guy's from Japan, and same guy.
Holy shit.
That is
Nice.
so beast. This series is awesome.
This is also the Blu-ray box.
I missed out on that. I did not.
This is a Blu-ray box cover art.
I did
would
not
totally
realize
watch
that.
That dude was hardcore. He's the only person that could tie with Chuck Norris.
Wow. Too bad they both get beat by
Dolph Lundgren.
And
Who gets beat by Bruce Lee?
yep,
sadly
because
that's
Bruce
true.
Lee is
Nobody
no
can
joke.
beat Bruce Lee.
That's why you can't find Bruce Lee jokes. Bruce Lee is no joke.
It's true.
That's actually brilliant. I never really thought about that. Like I see all these Chuck Norris things, and he's starting the Dolph. I'm like, where are all the Lees at?
Lee's are true.
Lee is no joke.
He's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Next. Oh, dude.
This is from
an anime type of.
this is
right
from
now.
the figure.
That's a figure.
Yeah.
I want that.
That's
That's Swedish shit.
That's an amazing looking figure.
Last I checked, this is
shit.
from a figure. So
That is detailed figure.
Why the fuck can't any of our Super Sentai shit look like this?
That is actually a question. I've actually
Yeah.
asked that before because,
Interbang?
like with the with the Super Sentai stuff or our Rangers, I'm surprised that they haven't released actual clothed like
You gonna look at the
collector's
website?
items.
Yeah.
to make sure it is.
I
actually
like his jacket.
What I think it is.
How it
figure.
looks like a bug's
That's what it
torso,
looked like.
thorax. But you can see the zipper.
Yeah.
It's just a bike. He's just literally wearing biker clothes. But it looks like a bug.
Sweet ass cool spinny belt.
And he has a sweet, like, they always say to wear a helmet when you ride a motorcycle. Well, he took it literally, and now he's got a bug head.
I'll be honest. If I ever had the inkling to get a motorcycle and somebody would sell me a helmet that actually protects me, that looks like that I could see, I'd rock it.
Well, considering how old this
Yeah.
this might
That
be.
would, and people would be like, "What the hell are you
No,
doing?"
it's
Like,
like-
Okay, hold on. What's going on over there? Because now we're getting
he's making-
double chatter on the
Look up
mics.
the fucking website so we can figure out what this is.
Okay, well that's good and fine, but we're getting double chatter, so I had to ask what was happening. Because the
There you
mic is up. See,
Yeah, his mic is up.
Yeah,
I was getting double chatter from a
con.
conversation happening in the background. I was curious
but
what was
this
happening.
This is a detailed figure.
Next,
And there it is.
oh yeah, there's the better view of it.
Got its own stand. It has different hands.
Multiple hands.
Dude.
Yeah.
This thing is cool as shit.
I can't wait to see what Mass Rider number 2 looks like.
Next,
Oh, look at
Dude.
the detail.
And he's got like little wings.
Like
designs
bug
on the
wings.
back of his
Yeah,
jacket.
right.
That's awesome.
look at the side of his helmet here.
Yeah, I see that. What is that?
That's a good question, but it looks cool as shit.
Ridges with dots on it?
Well, it's probably because it depends on what kind of bug he's supposed to be.
Is that supposed to be like the side, like the mouth?
The pinchy
yeah,
things?
is that something like that?
And I noticed it's saying Masked Rider here, so this
Yeah.
might be. when
Well,
it
that's
was-
because this toy probably came out in America.
yeah, when it
also.
came to America, it probably became Masked Rider. So
I go to some of the cons, and I often see there's
Never
usually
seen any figure like this
No,
before.
but there's Kamen Rider booths. You just never pay attention to them. Last year, we went to a con, and there was an entire booth set out that had every season, and they were selling it on DVD and Blu-ray.
Which con?
It was the last one me and you went to, literally.
Comic-Con in St. Louis?
St. Louis.
Yeah, there was a booth set up where there was a dude there, and he had racks put up, and he just had a tiny little booth, but he was selling every single season of the show.
I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention.
I know.
This show seems interesting. I would give it a shot, actually.
Me too.
To be fair, man, if I can put up with the corniness that is Power Rangers, I can put up with anything.
That's true. He makes a point
Yeah.
because if you watch Power Rangers, which I'm trying, I'm really trying to get these reviews done. I am in the course right now of trying to watch this SPD crap, and
SPD's
this
not.
SPD crap is killing me. It sucks. It's so bad. Like I cannot get through it. It's just awful.
Shall we rate that season already? We'll give it like a 0.5. And
No,
move on?
because I'm gonna bitch and bitch and bitch
I
when we get to
told-
that review. And I'm sorry if that's a season you liked, but the American Power Rangers cheesed that season up so hard. I just can't get through it. I've
Good.
been on disc 3 for like 4 weeks.
And guess what? You ready to hear this? That's not even the worst one.
I know.
You still got to get through Operation Overdrive and Samurai.
I'll make it. Take me time.
Two
I'll
of the
get there.
shittiest ones we
I
got.
said I'll watch it before we do the reviews. I will do it. Next.
It is him. It really
Yes.
is him.
there he is.
That's right. If you do not buy a Sega Saturn, he will come for you on his motorcycle.
And throw it at you. He will throw
Dude,
it.
that is sick.
I never knew
How
this.
did I miss that? Because I even looked up a little Wikipedia page where I was just reading about the Rider in general, and it did not mention who he was.
The actual actor's name.
Right.
Yeah, and I actually went in and looked him up, and he is still doing stuff.
Yeah,
For
he's
Kamen Rider.
he's kind of like, if
He
I'm
is
not
their
mistaken,
JDF.
yeah, I was going to say
Yeah.
he's their JDF. He does a lot. I knew the first Rider just kept appearing in different costumes and modifications and episodes and things, but I didn't know it was him.
I mean, the only thing he's not carrying over in is when they're rebooting, like for a movie. So
Right.
That is awesome.
unless it's a weird cameo.
Never knew that guy. I just remember that guy from the Sega commercials. I didn't think he was anything but that.
Are you glad I'm here now? Because I don't think anyone really would have
You
noticed
did
or
point.
mentioned
You
it.
pointed.
He knew it. Were you planning on mentioning it?
Yep.
I think he
Okay,
was waiting
well-
for this picture to do it.
Oh,
For
well.
you to see a full
I-
picture of him. Not
I
just a
called
small-
dibs, apparently.
Not
so
just
there
a
we
small
go.
Blu-ray image.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah, Kamen Rider 1, and that's his character name.
Weird green for that one on
Yeah, the Rider one, like I said, like
What-
I tried to bring up before, was his costume design changed somewhat.
I'm glad it did,
I don't like the green.
because the one on the left sucks.
I'm not digging the green so much.
The one on the right looks
I like the black one,
better.
but I do not like
You
that.
see this a lot in different series, and I could pin it down to Star Trek in general. They started out the series wearing sweaters.
Yeah.
Remember the turtlenecks? And then
Yep.
they moved from the sweaters, and some of them started wearing like these T-shirts, and then all of them started wearing the polos, and then later on they started adding just like the shirt with the undershirt that was solid black, and that's where they kind of stuck. And then Bones went through one or two different attachments too, where he started wearing the really weird silky shirt. And this probably does the same thing. They don't know exactly what they want. They start filming a couple episodes. They say, man, this green is clashing or something like that. Maybe they kind of toned it down
And now I'm
or
just
something.
assuming-
I don't know how it went. I haven't
I'm
watched
just
it.
assuming
but-
that's his younger self.
Yeah, that's probably around the first series.
Well, we got to think. You said this is 71,
This is between 71 and 73.
yeah, this ran for
so-
like 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then
And that's when the
Yeah, so he would
third
be younger in
Kamen
this.
Rider had his own series. So
Okay, next.
Well, I was about to.
Yes!
Well, I was about to say though. Now that I'm back, I checked out that website, and yes, they literally do like not quite the 75th anniversary Bruce Lee, but it kind of is. Like everything is movable and
I've seen
posable and
those.
shit,
That's not what
so-
I'm talking about, though.
No. That's what I mean. That's what they specialize in.
Right.
So that picture literally is like a statue figurine thing.
Right.
That you can move and pose. So yes.
But we were talking about why don't they do that with like
For Power Rangers?
How
Yeah,
come
I
there's
know.
no
Super
things
Sentai
like
Power
it would be
Rangers.
cool to have a Green Ranger that kind of detail.
No, I know, but somebody questioned. They were like, "Is that actually some legit shit?" And I was like,
Oh,
Jackie.
okay.
I was wondering about the
"Yes,
website.
that is legit."
Next.
Here's another image of him holding his helmet,
I will beat your
Next.
ass. And I think we're back.
and we're back. And that's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. Okay.
that's the one of the solo.
Now you
first
have
Kamen
to.
Rider.
Now you have to rate the first.
Oh yeah, I should
Kamen
probably
Rider.
turn my phone back on.
Okay,
right now.
well-
Well, seeing I have nothing to go off of, he's getting a 5. Especially because he's fucking Segato. Of course he's going to get a 5, because I don't want him coming in here seeing we're not playing Sega Saturn and fucking throwing me and causing me to explode twice.
Or
Yeah, he will do that.
or worse, throw a gigantic Sega Saturn at us.
And then make me explode twice.
So I'm going to give him a 4-5 just because, like Nick said, I don't have anything to go on.
But he's cool as shit.
But he looks. I like how he looks.
I would rock that costume. To be fair, I feel like
Oh.
if I was given the choice, like if I guaranteely could make a suit for like a con, and there was no strings attached, the Rider is okay. I like the Rangers, but there's one thing that stops me from going as a Ranger: the spandex costumes.
It's going to get hot as
Yeah.
hell.
It not just
And-
that it gets hot as hell, but
You not see me, Bill?
I was gonna say I've.
We are not skinny folk.
I fell behind on my sit-up quota.
Plus he's wearing. This guy's wearing leather, so.
I saw a fat brown
I'd do
ranger.
it. I would.
But leather would be worse than sweating and stuff.
Hey.
So.
Well, the spandex, believe it or not, the spandex is really bad. If you ever worn one of their costumes, which I've been in one time when I was younger, the spandex is not the problem.
Are you?
The undersuit is the problem. You wear like a giant sock. That's literally what it is. There's a band that goes under your foot right here, wraps around, goes around your ankle, and then it's like a tight, puffy bodysuit type of thing.
I know this feeling because I have a Spider-Man costume that's a lot similar, but
Yeah.
it's got,
Is that what
it's
you're?
got a zipper up the back. That's
Is
it.
that what you're saying? Is that it would be uncomfortable? It has nothing to do with you being self-conscious.
No, okay. In a little bit, I'm self-conscious. Look,
Well,
I'm
yeah,
not,
a little
I'm
bit
not, I'm not
self-conscious,
rocking
but
the
no
Ranger
offense, like-
figures, okay?
There was a bearded dude who went as Sailor Moon.
I saw that.
You have no
Yeah.
reason to
I
be
know.
self-conscious.
I have no reason to worry.
No.
But look, but you really do. If you've never worn one, you don't know.
I've never
You wear
worn
like
one.
a weird sock suit. It's a lot like wearing a sock. It's the only way I can describe
That's
it to
too
you.
uncomfortable.
It has a little band that goes around your hand here,
Okay.
and a band that goes around your foot, and then you wear this big bodysuit thing. It's like a puffy bodysuit with like a puffy turtly neck part. Okay, and then there's a hood that you pull up over your head. And it covers you till about, it's like literally like this, like right here, right on your face, like you're about to rock a ski mask.
Yeah.
Then you put the Ranger costume on top of that. All the spandex goes on top of that.
That's too uncomfortable.
And that's how they actually wear those things. That way the spandex, you can sweat and move and fight, and you don't bleed through the spandex and look all nasty and wet and shit.
That would be worse for those movie costumes.
I bet the movie costumes are different, to be fair, but I
They're
couldn't say
rubber.
so for sure. But that's how that
look rubber to
spandex
me.
suit wears. You basically wear like this sock suit.
under it though.
They probably wish they never wore those.
If I had a picture of it, I'd show it to you. It's wild. I remember the first time I only got to wear one time, and it was cool and exciting, but uncomfortable.
So
But this is just normal riding leathers.
this
which
is just this is a
honestly-
biker outfit.
Yeah, you just
With a
literally
bug
like,
helmet.
I have a biker outfit with this badass vest that's got some extra padding that makes me look like a bug, and this sweet ass helmet.
Dude.
Or I could rock this epic suit and carry this helmet.
That'd work too.
Yeah, because if you don't, he will hit you.
So
Second Saturn.
are we set for?
Yeah.
no,
Well, no,
no.
we
No,
haven't.
Nobody's fucking rated but two people.
Oh shit! Yeah.
5 and
Who the
sorry.
fuck is rating?
We got the talking.
It happens. We get distracted.
I know.
What do you got, Scott?
I'm going 4.
That's not bad. 4, 4, 5, and 5.
Then I'll go 4.2.
All right, being different. I like that.
I think I'm standing pretty strong at a 4.5 because, yeah, this guy, look, starting your series, if the costume was to have failed, you're done. You probably only get one chance. It's different when you have, like, the Rangers. You go
5 of them.
You go 3 or 4 seasons with good suits, you throw out one set of terrible-looking costumes,
You come back with a good one.
but you have the credibility that maybe next time they'll be better.
Yeah.
This guy didn't have that opportunity. He had to nail it right off the bat, and I'm just seeing these in motion. He actually does look better. I saw a couple of the action scenes.
I just can't wait to see what the second rider looks like.
Okay, well, 4.44 for the first guy.
Hey,
Hayato.
triple fours.
Yep.
Hayato Kamen Rider 2.
Let's see what you look like, guy.
Ready?
And I should warn you, there's some newer versions of the costume in this one. So
That's fine.
Let's see.
Dude, this guy looks pretty. Dude, this dude looks super cool.
that is one of the more advanced.
That's a
I'm
new.
digging the shit out of this one. This dude's got like body armor on.
I was about to say, I think this is a cosplay where some dude has modified and updated the costume to make it look even
I
cooler.
want to see what it
Yeah.
originally looks like, though.
I mean,
Okay.
shit, that's like
Next.
a fusion between the Kamen Rider and like Master Chief.
With the green, yeah.
No, with the way the body armor's set up
Right.
and the color of the green. Yeah, I mean, Bill, you can't really see the green. I'm sorry.
He's right.
But we promise you, there is green there.
No, it's legit. Like the Mjolnir armor green is that what that green is.
It's
And
Master Chief
legit
green.
like the Mjolnir armor. with
Next.
the way it's set up. Yeah, that dude is rocking the shit out of it. Look at him. He's like, fuck yeah.
Yep.
Pretty similar.
Yeah.
His looks a wee different though. Like I don't see as much. Maybe it's just this picture, but it doesn't look like leather, like a biker. That looks like he's got trap
He almost
pants
looks
on.
a little cheaper.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
is
so.
an issue I had when trying to find the two different Kamen Rider images because
They
some
wear
cases
almost the same
Some
suits.
cases
Yeah.
they were about the same.
I was noticing this. I had a fan
A
that's.
bit more broad in the chest.
He is. Yeah,
I had
it's
a fan
very
that sent me
bulkier.
a
Yes.
thing of images,
Yeah,
and I wish I still had them. There was a guy.
maybe he was whiter than the other guy.
There was a fan that sent me all the images, like all of them, every show start to finish, and I had the file, and then this fucking makes me crazy. We started talking about doing the show. I went to transfer the file through Dropbox, and normally when I do this, I copy the file and paste it into Dropbox. When I went to transfer the file, something happened and I lost the file. And if you lose the file during transfer, it's gone. Because you're actually moving a file from your computer to the Dropbox, which goes to a different computer. And I lost it during transfer, and because it never appeared in the Dropbox, it was gone from my computer and gone from the Dropbox. It never dropped. And I don't know what it was that happened, but because of that, I lost the file he'd sent me.
Huh.
So that was it. I lost all of it. And he did me a real solid too. He had sent me all of it.
Because that's weird. Because I know a few times the Dropbox has failed for me. I still had the original in my laptop.
Oh, you're lucky. See, mine actually moves the actual file into Dropbox. So, like, you'll see me often if I have to put something through Dropbox, I'll copy it, then put it in there. Because if I move the file, I'm actually moving the file. And if it doesn't go through, I lose the original file.
That's
Like, if
weird.
it corrupts during transfer, it's gone.
So maybe it's just this picture. I like the helmet. I'm not digging.
I think it looks cheaper.
It's cheaper
all around.
I don't like
His
it.
vest looks cheaper. His belt looks cheaper. The helmet looks cheaper.
It almost looks like he admired the first guy and tried to copy him, but did not work out as well.
Didn't pull it off.
Yes, that's what it looks like to me. Maybe another pic.
So basically, you're saying like a person who's just starting cosplay threw together a suit that they could as quick as possible right before a con. It was like, yeah.
Or the guy in the show, and I don't know the show,
Right.
but from what it looks like, it looks like the guy in the show who becomes Kamen Rider number 2
Yeah.
admired the first guy and wanted to be him or be like his partner, so he threw together whatever he could find, and that's why it looks so cheap. Because the other guy's costume looked really, really sleek and everything. But for me, like I said, I don't know what this guy looks like. He looks like a fat guy in a costume. Compared to the other guy. Now, this is better. This looks better.
Actually,
Yeah.
Now it goes back to this.
It still looks a little cheap. It's his helmet. Something about his helmet looks cheaper than the last guy I was looking at. I don't know why. There's something that looks a little cheaper.
And now he's
about
wearing.
him.
It's probably the bug eyes.
I think it is. I think it's the eyes of the bug because the mask part, the mouth looks better and more expensive, more detailed, but the
Yeah.
eyes are fucking me up. They look cheaper than the last costume.
Well, the last costume, it was more segmented. This one, it's just like they put like a red glass lens over it.
Yeah.
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 I still think this looks a lot better than the last picture, to be fair. This looks infinitely better.
Yeah.
I can actually see that it looks like it's leather now. He changed the color of his
It's
boots.
a different bike.
Different bu-
motorcycle's not as cool.
His motorcycle is not as fat. His looks.
It's not as sleek, though. Either.
No, it's not. If you look at the first rider's bike, it was sleeker, and in the front where the lights are at, it was more of an oval shape. While this is not so much.
This is more like,
Yeah,
hey,
this-
I'm a dirt bike.
Yeah, I was
there
actually
you
about
go.
to say that. This definitely looks
Actually,
like it's more of like a dirt bike.
Actually, it probably is a dirt bike looking at the tires.
Yeah.
It's most likely a dirt bike.
Yeah, that
But-
they just kind of changed a few pieces around to make it
Yeah, they
look
just
more like a
added more stuff to
motorcycle.
it.
Still, to wear. I mean, I'd rock this. Drive around a motorcycle.
Next.
And actually,
And now
technically,
look at
with it being a dirt bike, he could do more shit with it.
Yeah, see, here's the
Now he's wearing-
schematics for this dude. So,
Oh, he's robotic as shit.
yeah, this dude's way more cybernetic. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if this dude isn't just like a full android or something.
No, he's got muscle there though.
Yeah,
You can see the muscle, so he is he is human.
It could be artificial muscle though.
It's true, but that look. I mean,
I'm pretty sure he's not a T-1000.
If I'm not mistaken, the first riders, I don't know about the rest, but the first riders are a cybernetic type of thing. They are like the $1 billion men.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not like a T-1000 from Terminator,
Those,
but yeah.
those don't even look like muscles right here in the leg. That looks more along the lines of like cables.
No, they are. They're opened up so you can.
Yeah, that's cross sections.
Oh well, it's bad artwork, but that is muscles. He's a guy. Next. Ooh,
Man, pick it.
Yeah, that looks really cheap.
Oh my god.
Like,
see, look at his belt. It looks cheaper. His eyes look cheaper. This vest, remember you liked the way the zipper went up? Look at it. Yeah. It's like what they did was they knew they had something at this point. They have to make a new costume for the new guy. Well, usually in these shows, they don't make a costume. They make 6 or 7. Well, that costs a lot of money. And the first guy got the 6 or 7, and they were like, well, that looks great. And then the first guy's like, hey, I'm out. Or whatever, because I don't know if they both rode together or if the first guy had to leave and the new guy took over and continued the series. I don't know how that worked yet.
I know that I think it was the third one from what I read, they both did team up, so.
Okay, but in terms of this, the first guy was gone, the second guy took over,
I don't know.
and then they probably teamed up on the third, you're talking.
I read that they did team up a lot in the third, so I don't know.
But if they teamed up, that's what I mean. They rode alone. Because team up, look, you're either a team or you team up. If you team up, you're a lone rider. If you're a team, you rode together. This is what it is. You don't say like every now and then the Green Ranger would team up with the Power Rangers. That's not the way you phrase that. He was part of the team.
he was basically
So
the leader.
so that means these guys were independent lone riders.
I always
Hold on. First Rider, episodes 1 through 13. Second Rider, episodes 14 to 52. With crossovers for the First Rider in episodes 40, 41, 49.
See, those
and
are
then
team-ups.
full-time, 51 to 98.
See, those are team ups. Then they become a team. So so what they did
They
was
kind of switched back
they
and
had
forth.
Sega
with
no,
it.
but what I'm
didn't
talking
last long, did he?
But they made all the costumes, and they probably expected that he was sticking around, and then something probably happened. You don't know. Shows are crazy, man. Something probably happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
If something happened with his availability, and he was like, I got to cut out, and they were like, shit. So they get this other dude, right? And they run a story for this other dude. They bring him in. They make him a rider. But now you got to make another 7 costumes because the costumes you have don't fit this dude, right? And rather than, like, you could try to modify some of them, but probably what they did was they copied the costume as close as they could, and they cut every corner they could to make it
And
cheaper.
I think why it doesn't look as good is because, as you can see it from here, it's not the leather biker outfit. It doesn't look
Right.
leather.
No,
It's-
not leather at all.
It looks like it looks like
me
he's wearing
walking
track
out-
pants.
No, it's like what I would wear on a normal day.
Minus the bug.
I mean, without
attire
the bug
part.
attire, but I mean, like the
Right.
way the cloth is. It's
Yes.
like legitimately just.
It's a
Yeah.
tracksuit, and then they put
Boots,
they put
gloves,
the
and a-
gloves and everything on it
Yeah.
to make the leather appearance. But it's a tracksuit. It's like
And
it's not even a riding suit because a riding suit is really tight.
And that's maybe why it doesn't look as good. While the first one looked awesome, is because it was meant to be a riding attire. It's biker gear. This is not biker gear.
This is probably a type of I'm not going to say denim. I think it's a lesser material than denim, but it's basically a tracksuit is what I'm looking at. It even has that little line down the side and everything,
Yeah.
and that's
the racing stripe, yeah.
he's cheaper. His costume is cheaper, and that's I think is what's catching our eyes because the eyes are cheaper. They're not as cool as the last one. The faceplate looks cool,
Yeah,
but then You look at his gloves. I don't even think his gloves are as expensive as the gloves they used for the original
And they
costume.
keep changing. They go from red to green,
And if you look at this middle part right
Yeah,
here,
but that could just be the picture continuity.
this middle part right here, his chest, that's like, what they basically did was they made a foam type of, they made like a foam thing that they kind of put on the chest, where the other one, I think, might have been actually sewn into the chest and was probably a different material.
right?
You could just tell this is a cheaper costume.
Yeah, it is. What do we got next?
Next. See, that's a cosplayer.
Yeah.
That's different, and the cosplayer looks way cooler.
That's not a cosplay.
Are you sure?
It's a statue. I found this on Wikipedia, and this was listed as the first rider.
Oh, it's not material. Yeah, he's okay, I see it.
But the
I had to
weird
zoom
thing is,
in.
The helmet's
on
off,
Wikipedia,
isn't it?
Wikipedia said it was listed as the first rider, but it's not.
Yeah, that's the second rider's outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
the
because
first
the
rider
racing
did-
stripe.
The racing stripe, the first rider's belt thing was a lot different.
So they managed to make the statue look better than the costume?
Not debating. I'm just curious to see what the differences of these two men were. So let me open this so that we can get kind of a debate as to the two men. And if you want to put them side by side or just say that we're checking the debate, there was no racing stripe on the first rider.
No.
So that's determined. You're right. So that right off the bat, that makes him the second rider.
Later on,
The helmet is different.
Later on, when they teamed up, I think there was like a stripe or two.
The
on it.
helmet was
There's
clear.
the-
Was a clear white eye.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
no, there's a bit of red there.
Right, but it's
Yeah.
not like. See, it's not like this is the rider right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a
He's got
clear
the fly.
material.
Yeah,
where
he actually has segmented
the
fly eyes.
the other dude has those dark red definitive
Plus,
eye
if
lenses.
if you look at the antenna.
His antennas are different.
Here-
Oh,
his
yeah.
are-
They're thinner on the other one. See how
Yeah.
thin they are and
Oh,
small?
yeah,
The
he
other
nailed
ones
that,
are
yeah.
more defined.
Yeah. Now, the only thing I'll give it is that it's a statue, so they probably didn't want the antenna to break.
That makes a lot
But
of sense.
even so,
No, because
the
that's still
ascot
the way that
also
the
goes
second
in the
guy is.
front, whereas he's got
also,
his,
his
in the back.
belt. His belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said the belt. The belt's different on the that
Different
thing
color.
It is.
It's red.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then the gloves are wrong
Yeah.
because the gloves of the second rider were red
And these
Yeah.
are silver.
and these are silver.
So I don't know if they
Unless
tried
it
to combine.
changes.
I don't know if they tried to combine the two for the statue or what. So
See, yeah, this gets really weird because you just hit it. You just hit it on the nose. The belt in the middle, this part of the belt, not the red overlay of the belt, the underpiece, but the
circle.
changer part, that is from the first rider. You could tell because the other dude just had a really red thing there. We were just making fun of how cheap it looked, but then the gloves are definitely from the first rider, but the stripe is from the second rider.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's why I was asking. Does the second rider's gloves ever change?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I saw them go from green to red.
Yeah.
They switched
Yeah.
colors in a couple of the pictures that we've seen.
Next.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
because
there you
now
go.
they're green.
They look black to me now. Or green.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're
because
green.
of my
They do change.
eyes, they
They do
are
change.
green. But yeah.
Hayato.
But is that? No, I think that's still green, isn't it?
They're green.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
still green.
So they went from
One
red
major
to
difference I
green.
saw was the actual centerpiece between the eyes. On the second one, it was really clear, like metallic silver, where the
Yeah.
other one is more like the faded silver on the
Here
helmet.
you can see that the helmet.
Well, also the racing stripe changed. They went from single stripe to double stripe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that must have been from the following year or something. So
and is
Regardless, that statue is not
Yeah.
the first rider.
Yeah.
He's very much the second rider.
it's some weird combination of both. So
So basically, what you're telling me is the way they celebrated a season 2 of this guy, they gave him an additional racing stripe.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. And they updated his belt to look
and
less
upgraded-
cheap.
a bit of an upgraded helmet. So
That's awesome. This dude is winning at life.
Oh, and the stripe moved to the inside of his arm and
Yep.
outside.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, one dumb question. Does his scarf look cheaper now than it used to? Because now it just looks like tissue paper.
It looks cheaper.
Yes, it looks cheaper. It looks like they upgraded certain things like his chest.
and they
his
downgraded
belt, but then they gave him a cheaper
downgraded the
scarf.
easiest thing on his attire is a freaking scarf.
Next.
I am Kamen Rider 2. That looks awesome.
See, but that red,
now
I
he has
actually
the red
prefer the
glove.
other eyes. This really deep red, I just don't dig it.
And then he's back to the red glove.
And then he has the red gloves again.
Like I said, they
but
changed it.
Now
over.
his helmet's like pure silver too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I
it's
said,
kind of like an off
the
sickly
costumes-
blue kind
But
of.
but that still comes down to he
Teal?
had red and green gloves. The original Rider had those silver gloves.
Yeah.
But the silver Rider didn't have the race stripe.
Originally, yeah.
Basically, what's really messing with you is that this rider doesn't have the fly eyes. He has just solid red eyes. If he had the bug eyes, there are bug eyes to be fair, but if he had those,
He never got a racing stripe.
no, he never had a stripe on him.
When I saw some of the team-up images, he did.
Okay, but that's not what we have
Yeah,
here.
I know.
This is an original.
Yeah, this is
We're
the
going
solo
with
ones.
we're going with the original.
Just like with my Zord that I got bombed on, we have to grade on what we have. Next.
Oh, that looks awesome. Why? That looks awesome.
See, that looks a hell of a lot cooler right there.
That
so
is the-
that must
Yeah.
be another one of those.
Upgraded,
That's
yeah.
either one of the newer upgrades or a
Yeah,
cosplayer.
I bet you these costumes get remastered so that they can make crossovers
I think this
and
might be
stuff
from
all
the
the time.
movie that they did.
Yeah, and that's true.
Yeah.
Kamen Rider has had multiple movies, not like a Power Rangers special event hour-long episode
No.
that we're going to call a movie. A
Theatrical.
movie.
This looks
or
so
even
cool.
a theatrical version
what's
where
funny-
paintball uniforms
But what's
show
funny
up.
about this picture, at the angle that he's at, his scarf looks like a tie.
Yeah, it does.
I'm
Next.
and
So,
we're
they're done.
And we're back.
Do we call him Business Rider at that
This is
point?
what he looked like. Looked like he was being sophisticated.
So what are we doing here? You
I
gotta
think
rate this guy.
I think the first guy was better. I really do. The cheapness of
I'm at like a 3.5 for this
I'm
one.
at
yeah,
a 3-2.
so am I.
I'm gonna do a solid 3 on this. I mean, it's just kind of an average thing compared to how.
The other guy
Well
was
done, the
outstanding.
first one
The other
was.
guy was really good. Really
I'll probably
well
catch
done.
8 on this, and I don't care. I really think the first one was actually a lot better than this guy.
Most of the time, the original is better than what comes after it. So in this
You mean
case,
like Ghostbusters?
yes, the original Ghostbusters was better than what came after.
Oh yeah. What came after it?
Ghostbusters 2.
Oh.
I thought
That was
that
a pretty good
cartoon.
movie in its own right, though.
Not as good as the first.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know,
also enjoyed the series.
The real Ghostbusters was nice.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Original-
That's all there's been, right?
No, I could have sworn there was a second cartoon where like they go into the future or some shit.
I know that there was an Extreme Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I think that's
There
what I'm thinking of.
was.
Yeah.
Where
That's
they,
where the dude was in the wheelchair?
yeah.
It's not where Bill's going with this.
And then
Well, Bill's
after that,
going-
I think they did something else even. I
No,
think
actually,
there was
no.
another series after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a third movie. It
No.
was released on the Xbox 360, the
Oh,
PS3,
the video
and
game.
the Wii.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Shit,
That
yeah.
should have been the third
And they
movie.
couldn't get Bill Murray to do it, so they hired a voice actor to take his place.
And it sounded quite like Bill Murray.
Yeah, it was like it actually fooled a lot of people.
It fooled me. I literally thought it was him.
Yeah.
We played that game a lot online and stuff. It was
I
a lot
think
of
our
fun.
Ghostbusters discussion is done. Let's go on to these ending pictures here.
Well,
Oh, wait,
no,
score.
because Scott never actually graded.
Yeah.
Go ahead, guy.
We didn't get the final score for the second
So
one.
do it.
So
Okay.
fucking give me a score, damn it! I gotta piss. Hurry up.
You're not the only one. 3.
Okay, and then we do the thing, and then we divide by the thing. And this guy got a 3.24, and fuck these double pictures, I gotta piss real bad.
Dang.
Like, gonna leave a wet spot on your couch that wasn't left by your old lady.
You know,
Now
as you're
I'm looking.
as you're discussing what you have to do, you could be walking and peeing.
Now, okay, the second guy now has the silver gloves.
Look how
Are you sure that's the
Yeah, because he has the double stripe.
But the red
And
gloves.
they gave him a new one stripe. And it's hard to tell, but I'm positive because we just saw the picture where the double stripe was the second rider.
But the second rider also had
And
red gloves.
also the second rider is smaller.
yes.
And the first rider, he's an in shape bigger guy.
Bigger,
Takashi was in better shape, and you can look right here and see Takashi is a bigger guy. He's the first one.
Well, now my question is, they added a stripe to the first one? 'Cause
Looks like it. It's right there.
That uniform looks cheap.
But now it seems like they downgraded the uniform
They downgraded
again.
his uniform to match the other guy, and I don't like that.
Well, they probably have to. I mean, you have to when you run a show especially weekly, and you tear these costumes up, and we don't know what happened. He was gone for a long time. We read it. He was there for 13 episodes, then he was gone until like episode 52. We don't know if he was ever coming back. Maybe something happened and he cut out for money. We don't know what was going on.
Right.
Shows have these problems. Jason, Austin St. John said, "Give me that money." And they said, "Go catch a cab, bitch." Anybody can wear your costume.
And they proved it.
And they proved it. They sent him on his way. And we don't know what happened here. So while he was gone, when he came back, they probably threw all his shit away. And then they probably modified shit that was already being worn by the other guy for him. Because if you look at this picture, this is cheaper than the costume that we saw for the first Rider pictures. And not only that, it looks very much like the first, but looks very much like the second Rider. So they probably took the second Rider's costumes and put him in it. Look how tight his fucking pants are. He don't fit the shit. So we don't know the history here, but when you do a show like this...
The only way we're going to know what's really going on is by watching it.
And by
No, even then you won't know.
Yeah. You would have had to been able to do like interviews with people to understand and figure out what the hell happened. And I don't know about you, but I'm kind of rusty on my Japanese by an infinite amount.
Well, the issue here is that you don't know what goes on in a show. You know that in order to make Yeoman Rand cry in the original Star Trek during a scene, Will Shatner said, "Can you cry?" And she says, "You got to give me a minute." And he stood up and he slapped her in the face as hard as he could. That's real. That happened. She gave interview to it. That's a real thing. He stood up and said, "Bam!" and slapped her right in the face. And she got some tears in her eyes. And he said, "Hit the cameras." That's the kind of shit that goes on in a show you don't know.
Yeah.
Every day there's some wild shit behind the scenes, contractual and actor-wise, that we don't get to be a part of. And most of the time, you never get the true story.
The scarves.
One's bigger than the other.
Yeah.
One's got
So wait, now you're over here comparing sizes?
Next. Now let's check these out. See, now we got the single stripe and the double stripe. And now it's really hard, because I'm telling you, what they did was he came back and they just took the costumes they had and put him in it. Because now the Riders are almost unidentifiable except for one thing. This is Rider 2, 2 stripes. Yep. This is Rider 1, 1 stripe.
And now he has silver.
And I'm positive they did this because, just like Power Rangers, there's a theme taking place here. Just like he dropped the nerd knowledge on me, 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 4 point, 5 point, it identifies the Rangers for you in case you're hardcore colorblind. And in this show...
Wait a minute. Yeah, now my joke about he got a second stripe for the second season isn't right at all. It's, hey, we're bringing back the first guy. You're number 2, bitch.
Yeah, he is Rider 2, 2 stripes. He is Rider 1, 1 stripe. I'm almost positive of this.
That's how they identify rank.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
I'm just waiting for the next.
Oh. Next.
You could have just said next. Handshake, bitch.
And now that looks better.
And see, he does look like the original one on the right now.
Yeah, now he does look like the most like he's getting...
This is definitely different costumes again, too, though. Yeah. Because the guy on the right has...
And the belt looks white, where the one on the left is red.
Yeah.
But the white belt belonged to the second Rider, and also, look at his back. We already saw this image not too long ago. The original Rider 1 had the wing.
Yep, and he has the
but
one
now
stripe.
he also has the white stripe. Oh,
so it's Rider 1, and look at their helmets. He has a white or silver mouthpiece, while the other one has a greenish.
But do you see a stripe on the other one, though?
Yeah,
you can't see from this. Yeah, I can't.
And
you can't see from the angle very well.
But also, I will tell you that if you look at these two guys, Takashi is a bigger guy, and you can look right at them. Who's the bigger guy? Takashi's big, dude.
Hayato was the smaller guy.
Hayato was a skinny little fucking... I don't even know. Yeah, he was a little bitty dude. Compared to Takashi, shit.
Yeah, he was a bigger guy.
Next.
surf. So
Oh, here's welcome to try to figure it out when each one of them has one stripe.
Welcome to Spot the Leader.
Yeah, good luck here, Shane.
Hard mode.
bigger guy is Takeshi.
Spot the Leader hard mode.
Big.
Which is a bigger guy because the other one's standing at an angle, Shane.
And now the gloves again. Good luck.
Look at the arms. You can see his right arm. This is the guy who's standing at the weird angle. You can obviously see it's smaller than the other guy's arm.
It's... Yeah.
Bigger guy is Takeshi.
That is true. The bigger guy is Takeshi,
And then-
but damn, this is tough.
Yeah, that's
Because
like I
they
said,
keep
I had
changing
the issue.
gloves, they keep changing belts.
The issue when I was trying to
But
pick
I'm
these-
sorry, I have to throw this out
At
there.
first.
Am I the only one that keeps looking at this picture and is waiting for fucking Adam West Batman to run by with a bomb?
Dude, awesome.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Next. Oh, that is
Now that is
amazing.
fucking beautiful.
That is a different. Look at it. The different colors of the helmet justify which one's 1, which one's 2 now, because we all know that one wore more black. Now look.
Now both of them are wearing tie scarves.
Yes, they are. Dude,
Yeah, but now you got the red belt and the white belt, and the
This-
white belt was on the second rider. What? No, the red belt's on the second rider, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
so right here,
number 2, that's number 1.
I'm gonna tell you something.
We're guessing.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Without seeing the show, this is really hard.
These guys right here.
But these are epic.
These are fucking...
These two guys walk up on you. You're gonna give them your lunch money.
Especially the guy on the right.
No, these two guys walk up on you, you're going to hand them everything that's in your pockets and pray they don't fucking destroy you.
Yeah.
By
These guys-
throwing Sega Saturns at you?
Next.
You explode twice.
Yeah.
And now we're back to
No.
no.
Kind of cheap stuff again.
Now both. Now wait. Are both belts white?
No.
Yeah.
One of them doesn't have the stripe. The one on the
Yep.
left has no stripe.
And I mean, he's the original. Because the original costume didn't have any stripes.
I'm assuming.
And their masks are different. One face mask is a green, the other one's silver.
Yeah, one's darker.
Yep.
Yeah.
And one has a stripe going down the middle of the helmet, the other one does not.
But you know what's great is that we have fans who can literally like itemize them out and be like, this picture at this time frame, it's this guy on the right and this guy on the left.
We might need that desperately for some of this.
Yeah.
We're just grasping at straws
We're doing the same situation. Don't get me wrong. I've seen some of these pictures and I watched a couple of the action scenes on YouTube and I'm interested to see the show. I really am. It does intrigue me now. But as I have seen nothing, because before we watch the show, it's been a common theme for us to just look at costume and grade off first impression.
Yep.
Then, after we see the show, sometimes the suit in motion changes our opinion drastically.
Yeah.
So
And holy shit,
Plus, much like the Sentai, we're reviewing shit that we didn't get.
yes.
Mhm.
Next.
I will kick you. The other guy's like, I'm
I
trying.
was actually going to do that too.
The other guy's trying to get his leg up. He's like, I can't quite do it. I can't get it up.
No, he's flying down to stomp a motherfucker.
Yeah, he's going to do the dragon stomp.
So you got the weird fly kick thing and the fly stomp thing.
I really don't want these guys to jump me.
Yeah, because
Next.
the one dude's going to kick you and knock you over, and the other guy's
Dude.
going to crush your chest in.
Obviously,
Oh.
upgrades.
Right.
Way, oh.
I like Rider 1's bike.
Which one is he?
He's the white one. You got
You
the
sure?
white. He's the one with the more black, not the green. The like the bluish.
So this one over
that
here?
guy right there, I believe, is Rider 1.
Okay, so for the fans who can't tell, Shane is picking the guy on the left.
Left.
Yes.
Now, the only reason I bring this up, though, is this guy seems bigger.
These also could be the newer one. Then they reboot this show.
They
Aren't there newer writers now? That could throw our theory right out the
Well,
window.
It could make this very... Because that's not the original costume.
This is not the original
And
costume.
those are
These
definitely not the original bikes.
Oh no, these
because
are
some of the movies there was a movie called it was called Kamen Rider the first, and then there was another one called Kamen Rider either the next or the second. So that's what some of
these
these
could be from the movie.
Okay, and some of that could be like Some of that could be like somebody who's playing the role of Takashi, but is not the original actor, and that could
And
really
he might
throw
be
us
smaller
off.
guy.
Yeah.
And the other guy.
Next.
Oh, so sweet.
Oh, damn.
So, Bill, me and you are going to make these and wear them at a con sometime, right?
I'll bet you these are expensive as hell.
I said make them.
Wait, hold on.
So they're not going to look nearly as
Go-
cool as this.
Just go back one picture. I want to check something. So actually, yes, Shane is correct.
The bluish
I
one.
just paid attention. Yeah, the
Oh, yeah,
darker
shit.
one. Because
That
look
dude
at the
is,
eyes.
Because look at the eyeballs. We were talking about
Segmented
that
eyes.
before.
The other one has the solid. So yes, Shane picked correctly.
Yeah, cool.
Congratulations. Spot the leader hard mode completed.
I always spot the leader.
Next.
And now he's got the that looks like
Now
Blade.
he has
that's
the
the
double
double
stripe.
And the silver gloves.
and the eyes are
And the red belt.
and he's Kamen Rider
And that's
1.
Kamen Rider 1.
He's claiming to be Kamen Rider 1. Yeah. Welcome to my issue I had
What's
finding
going
these.
on with your eye there, Shane?
This show is fucking with me. I always can spot the leader. Now I don't know.
Next.
Again, hard mode enabled.
What do you think of that?
No,
Yeah, I'm going to say
I
the
think
left
that's
the
one.
a
guy
pretty
who's
sweet
about to
bike.
get on the bike is the first one.
You sure? So
Yes.
the first one needed assistance
Maybe
from the
his
second.
bike got fucked up. Maybe they're fighting something and his bike gets destroyed and the bigger guy has got a bigger bike. Hop on, bitch.
The leader never rides bitch, Shane.
And in this case, if I'm about to get blown the fuck up, I'm riding bitch right now. Get me the fuck out.
Actually,
you get blowed the fuck up and stand up like a goddamn man.
I don't know anything about
Actually,
this show.
technically speaking, the leader could ride bitch if he's going to jump off the back of the motorcycle and land on like a giant truck or some shit. And be
Next.
like, "Fuck your face," pulling you out of the
Yeah,
truck.
And we're back.
We're done. So
That was it for the first episode of the Sentai Review Kamen Rider
And look
series.
at that! You were sitting there like, "Yeah, these will be easy, like 15-minute episodes." We're at almost an hour.
I know. I knew these were going to be an hour. I said the 15-minute episodes are the verses we're going to do after we're done filming this.
No, I meant when we had originally we were like, last filming
Is
session.
be-
We were like, "Yeah,
Well-
those could be quick
Well,
ones.
we
We'll just toss 'em out."
originally, if this was going to be a Saturday post
Yeah.
instead of part of the original normal series that we do, what I was thinking was we would get 2 or 3 images for each guy and go over them quickly and rapid fire them. But the more I thought about it, the more I thought if we're going to do the show,
we
it
might
should
as well
be done
do the show.
just like the show.
Yeah.
Right.
So we shouldn't discredit.
and that's why I found
Yeah.
a lot of them.
Yeah, we shouldn't discredit the writer just for
Including Spot the Leader.
Yeah, just
I
for
will
not
have to
being-
say this was one of the better episodes we've done because we don't know nothing about the show, so everything was like different. So it was a surprise. We didn't know what we were going to get.
for a while we've known a lot about the show that we're talking about. Maybe not in terms of Sentai, but we've seen all these robots before.
Yeah.
So it was nice to go back to something that could shock us and surprise
We
us
don't know
per
nothing.
picture.
And
Yeah,
until
exactly.
until somebody gets this show to let us watch it, we just have speculations. I don't know who the leader is.
Well,
it's one of the motherfuckers.
once again, Bill got that link so we can view episodes. I mean, it was for Sentai, but that's not to say that there's not Kamen Rider on there.
I gotta
Right.
say, this is probably my favorite episode of the Super Sentai I've been in, except for maybe time with the last one.
Oh yeah, the last
When
episode
we shit all
we were-
over Bill.
Yeah. Oh, look at him.
Personally,
Look at-
Nick, I think that was my favorite
Now, wait,
as
wait.
well.
I just saw something.
What's up?
Who's the company that's doing the Sentai DVD releases?
Funimation.
No.
I'm
no.
sorry. I don't know.
Why not?
Toy animation.
It's Shout Studios.
Shout Studios. Could they get a hold of the Kamen Rider for America?
Shout Studios is really confusing in the way they release stuff. And here's the reason I say I don't understand how people are buying it. But sometimes, I'm sorry, it's Shout Factory,
Shout
just
Factory,
to correct myself.
yeah.
But Shout Factory will sometimes release stuff to Walmart, right?
Yeah.
And they'll release like a season, and it'll be like $14. Then randomly, they will put out like 5 or 6 different shows or series that don't go to Walmart. They go to like specialty shops.
Right.
And so I don't understand how Shout Factory does its releases. because the only place I was able to find the Zyuranges was they were sent to FYE.
If you want
Factory.
the show, I'll Amazon this bitch.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah, Scott does that shit all the time.
So it's kind of wild.
See, proof
but
you don't
a lot
pay
of
attention
these,
to the messenger that
a
often.
lot of
They'll be
these, a lot of these have been removed or released already by Shout Factory, but they're going to like specialty shops like FYE.
Because I've been to the Shout Factory, their website. I have not seen a Kamen Rider release, so I'm wondering if they could get a hold of it.
I'll bet you, by the kind of material they've been releasing, they probably already have it. But then there's also the other problem, should you be looking for Kamen Rider? Or are they relabeling it as Masked Rider and releasing... I mean, because I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you could go to their website directly and see what they're doing. But they do release... Because I found the Arzio, I found the O-Rangers, already released in a full set.
Yeah. The O-Rangers, yeah.
Yeah, that was just sitting at FYE. But that's the only place you could find it. For some reason, those sets are not going to the Walmarts and the Targets and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't, and I'm not a preferred Walmart customer or nothing.
I mean, the Power Rangers
that,
are, but...
It's just that it confuses me that it's going to one place and then not the other. Like, how do they decide how to release it? Woo! Woo! Woo!
Something tells me that's a price tag right there.
Oh, man.
Damn, son. Ooh.
Kamen
well,
Rider
that'd probably be why.
Shinzo J Blu-ray box. Release date was December 24th, 2015 from Bandai Entertainment. Costs $150.
It is region A. I don't know if that means anything to us or not.
Region, I think...
It depends on your DVD player. Sometimes you
yeah,
can check
America
to see
does
what
have
yours
Region
plays.
A, so...
Yeah.
So if we do, then awesome. There you go.
Okay.
PlayAsia.com.
So, that is the first episode. We are done here. And we're going to start throwing these into a circulation, so I don't know, you might see it every third episode or something like that. We're starting to take off an awful lot onto our plate, because now we're doing the show review, we're doing the robots, and now we're adding Kamen Rider. I told you.
And topic.
All we did was open the
The
floodgate
possible
with this
topic.
thing. Yeah, this...
We could just start skipping the topic until we're like, okay, we're burnt out on these actual reviews. Let's just talk
I think
random
the
shit.
topic is a good idea to jump onto the topic from time to time, because these, I enjoy doing them, but if you do the same thing over and over and over and over, it gets tedious. So it's nice to do some Rider stuff, then some Sentai stuff, then some topic stuff. It's nice to switch it up and figure out what you should or could do.
Box 1. I don't know what the fuck that is in American.
They can't hear you, sir.
No, he found something else, and I don't... Okay. There's also Box 1.
Which is the very first season.
Yep, which is only Season 1 of the Kamen Rider. 646 minutes, 1971 to 1973, so it seems to be the whole thing. It seems to be complete. And right now, if you are willing to spend 25,521 yen, it's all yours.
Which means cut cut 2 zeros off the end. That's
I found Sci-Fi Live Action Kamen Rider Blu-ray Box 1, and it looks like the picture that he showed us.
Yeah.
You can get this for a grand total of
well, you're also on Amazon, so
$303 on Blu-ray.
Oh, my God.
Okay,
If there
first
be-
off, is that brand new?
New, yes.
Okay,
And
all
what
right.
about the
Second
region?
of all, is
Listen.
that some cocksucker who's just
No,
trying
no,
to
no.
price gouge?
Listen, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. We're going to stream the shit out of it.
Because do shit
Damn.
for free.
Because, damn. It was like 25,502 or something like that. 520
We
something.
better check to see if it is what region it is.
Right.
in case
I
it
don't know.
is.
Regardless, it doesn't.
Oh! That makes me sick.
Yeah.
That literally puts a
You-
little bit...
wait.
I feel like I went down a roller coaster.
Wait, you think Well, you think you're going to get this for $10?
No, I'm not expecting $10, but damn, I got to pay $150.
This is a show we never got here.
At the very least.
Yeah, at the very no. You have to spend at the very least $150 just for the fucking DVDs or Blu-rays. Then you still have to pay customs to get them motherfuckers from Japan to America.
Yeah, they're not.
He's not kidding. That's real.
Could be why it's so expensive because of all the shipping and stuff.
So the Blu-ray box 1 set would be about $250. You were right.
Yeah.
Plus shipping. And with that being from Japan and having to go through customs, and then for us who live in the Midwest, you'd have to get it across country.
Uh-huh.
You're looking at probably another $250.
Bill,
I'm just taking a guess on it. It's probably nowhere near that because it's just a box set. It's not a huge thing.
Plus, we're also
So it's
highballing because
probably-
it's always better to expect high.
It's probably
So when
going
it's
to be
lower, it's
closer
better.
to costing you
So, Bill-
about $300 to $400 to
Tax
get it
season.
over here.
Bill,
Yeah. Yeah,
Just
tax
put-
season.
just-
Oh
you
yeah,
could
I
get
didn't even
full
charge
season.
tax on that. So yeah, it's probably going to cost about $400.
Bill, just put $500.
Get on it, buddy.
Just put $500 back. You know, a little bit of money. A little bit of money. Nothing
Yeah,
big. Nothing big.
Bill.
A few pennies.
Yeah,
Probably a couple
pennies.
video
Couple
games that are
pennies.
coming out
Couple pennies.
that you could just not do.
That's not a couple of games, okay? That's not. I asked you to skip 2 games so that you could get the lifetime membership. You're asking me to skip
A system.
a system.
Yeah.
Hey,
Xbox One.
yeah, just I don't want that thing anyway. But you're basically like, hey, that PlayStation 5's coming out. You know, if you don't get it this year or next year, you could watch a couple episodes of that there Rider. And I'm like, let me get on that Facebook and push stream. We're out of here. Hey guys, did you like that podcast? If so, remember to check out fandomnight.com. At fandomnight.com, you can drop a line to this show, or you could check out other podcasts as well. We cover all kinds of topics, everything from comic books, wrestling, movies, TV shows, video games, animes, mangas. It's outrageous. We seem to have a podcast for just about everything, and you have access to it just by going over to fandomnight.com. So check it out, guys. We're going to get out of here.